All right, welcome back to another video. Here we are, part 3 of the 4-part series, how to create your own online coaching program for free, $99. If you haven't watched the other videos, go ahead, click on the link right here, and go ahead, do that groundwork first, so that way you can know exactly what we're talking about in this series. And today we're going to be talking about sales, right? How to turn attention into cash. And I want to show you the same principles that I currently use that are free to be able to do that, right? And I teach these same principles in my program, the Battle Blueprint, which is open for enrollment. So if you want to figure out or find out if you'd be a good fit for that and learn all these strategies in more detail, go ahead, click on that calendar link in the video description below so you and I can talk about exactly where you're at, where you want to be, what are some of the obstacles you're facing, and really get to know if you'd be a good fit or if you would not be a good fit, and we can point you in the right direction and basically help you alleviate a little bit of stress and a little bit of time so you don't have to bounce around on the internet trying to figure out all on your own, because that's stressful, that's annoying, and that sometimes makes people want to quit when they really shouldn't. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and do that, click on the calendar link below. But if you still want to go ahead and watch the free content, we got a bunch of information that's really good and really useful for you here today. All right, so let's get into it. Like I said, today is all about your sales funnel. You want to turn attention into cash. You built out your MVP, your minimum viable offer, you got a marketing strategy good to go, and you've embraced the idea of knowing that it's about progress, not perfection, okay? Because like I said, once you get all those things down and once you have all those things down and you have that idea in your head, creating a life path and following creating a life path that's fulfilling for you using your existing knowledge and passion, it's a lot easier than what people make it out to be, right? Just embrace those ideals, and that is your recipe for success. So that said, let's get into today's lesson, which is all about sales. Okay, so what we want to do, once we've already built out our offer, we've got our marketing strategy, we're flowing, we're learning all the tools, we're learning the skills that it takes to actually create good content and resonate with people, and you're starting to get followers, you're starting to get attention. We need to turn that attention into cash, right? We want to take people from strangers to paying customers. So this is a simple process of how we're going to do this. And to be honest, this is probably the easiest part of this whole series, right? It's a simple 4-step process. Now, once you got attention, you're getting followers. As soon as somebody follows you, get a notification that somebody follows you, shoot them a DM. Get them into a one-on-one conversation. Now, this could be on Facebook, this could be on Instagram, this could be on TikTok, whatever it is, right? You can get them in a one-on-one conversation and just open it up with just something simple. Be friendly and be casual, right? Don't be super formal and robotic. Be casual, just say something like, hey, yes, literally, hey, and start to get some information about them. Hey, how's it going? How's your business? How long have you been doing this? What's something that you're working on right now? Oh, what's your goal for the end of the year? This, that, and the other, right? Just common questions based off of the situation, who they are, where they're at, and what you offer, right? And then throughout the conversation, basically you want to guide it through a framework. There's no real script that I can give you because you want to make this come off natural, casual, and you want to just focus on these 4 parts, right? You want to figure out where they're currently at, right? Which I already mentioned in this video, and I've mentioned in the videos before. This is pretty much the formula, right? And it's going to help people figure out, if it's worth getting to the next step. So you're going to figure out where they're currently at in business, where they want to be, what's their desired state, right? And then their obstacles, yeah? So what are the pain points? What are some of the things that are getting in their way? Why can't they find the success that they want themselves? Why haven't they, right? People are like, oh yeah, I can do it if I, okay, but why haven't you? Okay, there's some reasons behind that. Okay, figure out those 3 things, and with that, assess if you can actually help them get to their goal, right? What is the outcome that you provide? What is the outcome that they want? And figure out, based off of their obstacles, is what they think they want, what they really want, right? Basically just like, okay, cool, you want to be a famous dancer, right? Okay, well, is that what you really want? Great. Well, what you really want, because you want to become a famous dancer and you're not yet, you probably want to become better at auditioning, because that's going to make a better impression on people, or you're going to be able to make a better impression on people to get jobs and then beef up your resume and do all that stuff, right? Because we're still in that example of teaching people how to become the best auditionee that they possibly can. So go ahead, conduct that conversation in the DMs over text, and if you can help them well, I want you to drop a voice message, right? And just be like, hey, so based off of what we talked about, I think I can really help you. You know, I've done this before, I've helped people get to where they want to be, and it sounds like you want to do this. So let's set aside some time to hop on a Zoom. Something super simple like that. And when you send a voice message, it leaves a deeper impression on people, right? It makes people feel like, oh man, this isn't just some passive text message. Like, this is a real person on the other line, and they actually are hearing me out, and they can help me get to where I want to be, okay? And like I said, you want to make it no, like, very low stakes, okay? So send them a voice message and make them feel like, okay, cool, like, if I get on this call with them, I'm not going to lose anything, right? That's why I say in my pitch at the very beginning of this, you know, if you're a good fit, we'll talk about what that looks like. But if you're not, we'll point you in the right direction so you don't waste time. So either way, it's a win-win for jumping on the call. And even if you don't close them on the call, it's a win-win for you because you got the experience of getting somebody on a call, and you also got the experience of understanding what people's pain points are and how to deal with their objections, right? So it's a win for you. You're going to be building your skill. Like I said, progress, not perfection. And every failure, there's progress to lead you to that perfection. Whatever perfection is, even though I think that there's no such thing as perfection, right? We're always going to be improving. There's always going to be things changing. But that's a discussion for another time. So go ahead, get in the DMs, and then get them on a call based off if you think you can help them, right? And then once you're on the call, now you're pretty much going to recap or overview the same stuff or revisit the same things. You want to understand and confirm with them what their current state is. Confirm with them their desired state of business. Confirm with them what are some of their obstacles. And then you want to dive a little bit more into, you know, what achieving their goal kind of looks like, right? So dive a little bit more into the emotional side, why they want to do this, where they came from, just build some more rapport with them, right? And then with that, I want you to put together a little roadmap for them. Give them a short assessment of what you think it's going to take to get to their actual goals, right? Like, all right, cool, you want to do this, and let them believe that, okay, cool, you want this, right? So in order to get that, you're going to need to do X, Y, and Z. So with that roadmap, give them a clear understanding of what it's going to take, right? And figure out, you know, what are the gaps in that roadmap that they don't know how to fill yet, and let them know this is how we can help you, right? And that's essentially going to be your pitch, right? Understanding what it's going to take from, you know, to get them from A to B, and then how you can help them fill all the gaps that they haven't been able to fill themselves. And with that, if you do it right and you're detailed and you're clear, you have a lot of clarity and confidence in your voice and in your pitch, then people usually don't really have many objections from there. If you do it right, the only objections you really should face is time and money, right? Can I afford it? Do I have the time for it? Is this the right time for it? Etc. And you can be flexible with those things, okay? Maybe not flexible with your price, but maybe be flexible with your payment options, right? I like to break down for my students, my clients. They're like, oh, like, that's a lot of money for me. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, what would work for you? What if we break this up into 3 separate payments? Does that work for you? What if you do a lump sum now and then we put you on a monthly payment program until it's, you know, whatever. Make it attainable for them, right? So that way it's just, yeah, like they're like, okay, money is an issue. Also, if they have credit cards, but hey, want to just throw this on a credit card so you can get points, and then you can actually benefit that way, get a little bit something back for you educating yourself. Let them know that, oh, educating yourself for your career, that is actually a tax write-off. So figure, like, yeah, just answer a couple problems and objections that make them feel like they can't make this thing happen, and make them feel like they're taken care of, right? And once they feel like they're taken care of, they've gotten the trust and authority from your content, then there really is no reason why they shouldn't sign up, other than the fact that they just, one, don't want to do it, or just, yeah, they just don't really want to do it. And that's okay. There's going to be some people that have that. But with this whole process, like, it's pretty simple. Of course, it's easier said than done. You're definitely going to need to do it a few times to really get a few notches under your belt, get that experience under your belt, and build up that skill, that sales skill, right? That ability to talk about your product, that ability to have confidence and convey confidence, give people clarity so that way they feel like they know that this is exactly what they need in order to get to where they want, and they're going to benefit from it in the long run, okay? So that said, that's pretty much the whole sales funnel. Go ahead, once you get a follow, send people a DM, in the conversation, direct them to a call by figuring out their current state, their desired state, as well as the obstacles in between, and assess if you can help them. If you can help them, put them on a call and then recap all those things, their current state, the desired obstacles, figure out exactly why they want to be doing this, get into their emotional side, and then show them a roadmap of exactly how they can get to their goal and what you can do to help them get to their goal faster, easier, and with more peace of mind, right? Because at the end of the day, people buy coaching programs for that peace of mind, for that guidance. It's, as I mentioned before, you want to give away your good stuff or your best stuff, but you want to sell your okay stuff. And by okay stuff, I could really just mean the ability to link all the step-by-step in your customer success timeline or in your curriculum, so that way people can have a linear process of going from A to Z without wasting a lot of time or having a lot of stress, right? And that's what people pay for. People pay for that guidance, that accountability, that know-how, that certainty to get to their goal, right? And you want to give that to them throughout this whole process, right? So that's it. That pretty much wraps it up. That is the sales funnel. That is how you turn attention into cash. It's a simple process. It does take a little bit of practice, but throughout that practice, you're going to get better. You're going to see results. You're going to start to get clients, and you're really going to start to make a difference in people's lives, right? You're going to give them the confidence that they think that they never really knew that they had. And that's one of the best parts about being a coach. So with that said, take this information, go ahead and practice it out. And as I mentioned before, this is all free. Sending DMs is free. Practicing this stuff is free. So go ahead, put together maybe some key points of your strategy, your program, and what the actual, really get in tune, what the actual outcome that you're giving people on top of just the thing. Is it extra confidence? Is it the ability to prove naysayers wrong? Whatever it is, right? Dive deep into that and use that to really push into the emotions of your prospect, of your potential client, okay? So that said, I know I said this already, that's gonna wrap up the video. If you found some value in today's video, go ahead, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, so that way you can stay on top of the videos that I bring out and really absorb some of the information that I'm able to give you. Or if you're ready to get on and move off from the free content, go ahead, click on that calendar link in the video description below, so we can put our time together, or so we can book some time together and talk about where you're at, where you want to be, and how we can get past your current obstacles and really get to the overall outcome that you want to achieve in your coaching program or service program, right? So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch the next video, we're going to be talking about that secret sauce, which is going to be the one thing that sets you apart from the rest of the industry, and the link for that is going to be right here. So go ahead, click on that when you're ready, and I will see you there.